Hello YouTubers, my name is X Factor and welcome to some Wavebreaker Rush Assault using the attack boat. Some of these naval strike maps, the first set of MCOMs for attackers are absolutely brutal. Mortar strike, and then of course this one is really rough. I'm going to share with you some of my position, my holds, my pushes, and my thoughts as I'm trying to break all the locks. I'm actually going to use the attack boat much like I would a tank. Pillaring to hold position, to stay alive, to give my repair person time, bug eyes in the back. And of course to support the infantry, because at the end of the day you cannot charge in with the attack boat on this map. You will get torn to shreds instantly. All the javelins out there, if you get hit by one, you're immobilized, and then all the RPGs, laws, SRAWs can just spam you and simply take you down. So you're going to see me play extremely tactical and move up to several different points. One thing out the gate is I never try to split defenders. What's that mean? I don't want to charge up to the left because I'm going to have defenders on my right and defenders on my left. I want to try to keep the majority of them in a very small angle. Less for me to worry about, less for my gunners to worry about as you see me breaking the angle. The other thing is understand how the Javelin works. The Javelin acquires a lock, which is very quickly, but they have to maintain that lock. Now, I'm pillaring. The lock is on the midpoint of the boat. So let's say this, they lock the front of my boat and I start to back up, they lose that lock. Or let's say they've got a different angle, they lock the front of my boat and I back up, but I back up too much and my ass end is showing. My gunners are at risk, but they can't hold that lock by locking the rear of the boat. It's literally about a 4 to 5 foot area that they have to stay on, and it's pretty tight. If they lose that, they lose the lock. Another thing, if the Javelin is in the air and you shoot them in the face or they're shot in the face, that Javelin loses the lock. And there's a lot of leeway with this. So if that Javelin's about 10 feet away from your boat and you get that kill, that was a straw that tried to get bent, that Javelin's going to lose its lock. So this is the midpoint I want to move up to, is this rock. And I vary this a little bit. If I think I can make it all the way past the island, I do. But we don't have a big presence on the right side of the island. We don't even have any of the MCOMs set. So this rock is not very big. It can only protect me from one side of the island at a time. Now, they're focusing me from both sides of the island, so I literally have to rock back and forth trying to lose the locks. Remember, that area for them to lock the boat with a Javelin is extremely small. So just keep rocking back and forth. If you get hit by a Javelin, it's more than likely going to disable you. And if you get disabled out in the open, you are in a lot of trouble because the Javelin spam is most certainly coming. And with APS being broken right now, it used to stop Javelins, and now it really doesn't. So Bug Eyes is going to bail us out here as a Javelin user gets killed, and it flies literally right above the boat. The SUAVs are coming out. That means if somebody locks me with that being on me, there is no way I can break that lock no matter what the position is. So this is the chaos that Wavebreaker can be for the first set of MCOMs. Of course, we have a transport chopper, but he's got a lot of stress on him as well. It's all about getting our infantry to the beach and me trying to support them. At no point in time will I try to overextend myself, because if we don't have the attack boat, that is a big pressure taken away from the defenders. Then they have no problem. They can run all over the island and overwhelm the infantry. You have to remember, your infantry at no point in time are going to zerg that. They're going to trickle in until they get set up. So once we finally get in the beach, if you look at the mini-map, I will creep this right side. Now, Zunies would probably be the way to go here, but I love my TV missiles. And they also do something with 50 cals. They one-shot the 50 cal. If somebody's on the 50 cal, and if somebody's next to that person, the 50 cal, if you kill the 50 cal, it's going to kill both or even 3 guys at once, which I've been lucky enough to do once. So I don't want to split the defenders. I don't want to drive in the middle. Once we got that set, I drove them back around the island. Never drive between their spawn and the island. So if there's guys hiding on the back side of the island, there could be slams in the water, mines, not to mention they're spawning on that side. You are just going to get rocked like a hurricane. And that is the beauty of cleaning up on aisle 3. Right there. These guys are still spawning back there, and you've got to deal with them. So there's the 50 cal death by the TV missile. Now, for this next set of MCOMs, which can be somewhat tricky, I always work the outside. Now, that was a lock. Do I have to worry about a lock indoors? No, because it's going to hit the ceiling. More than likely, if the splash damage isn't going to glitch, it's going to give the guy using it probably a suicide or a really bad headache. So this set of MCOMs, I actually pushed the outside of B, sat there, acted as a spawn point, told people as you spawn on me, use the jet ski, and then away you go. So you can see that guy's Javelin literally hit the ceiling. At no point in time is that a threat. I might as well let him lock on me and save his kill for another moment if I have to prioritize my targets. And this is one of those things where you're only as successful as the infantry around you. You need to make sure there's people behind you, the gunners are paying attention, because the back range on this can be absolutely nasty. Ammo management is a big thing when using the boat, whether you're using 25s or 30s, because you simply are in a target-rich environment and you can chew through it. Just like using the ASFAL in Battlefield 3, if you tap fire the 25s, there will be absolutely no deviation, and this thing will shoot ropes across the map. So when people say, well, how'd you kill that guy in 4 rounds across the map? Because I'm literally tapping the mouse for every shot fired. It's hard to tell at this range, but the longer ranges, it's perfectly straight. Now, if you hold mouse button 1 or fire button, it's going to deviate like crazy. There's going to be a cone of fire. There's going to be a bloom. Not good and not very accurate, especially when you're trying to kill people in very tight spots. This is a very slow play. Never in a million years would I rush into here with the attack boat, because, again, defenders can be everywhere. And I actually go down with the ship here just because this is nasty for RPGs and SRAWs. Obviously, RPGs can hit the attack boat like a truck, just like they would the tank, and I've got to worry about all these areas. Now, you could shoot through those tins with an attack boat and knock them down, but small arms fire, whether it's a carbine, LMG, assault rifle, bolt action, pistol, shoots through these tins that I'm looking at. Now, the tins by my boat, you can't shoot those. You have to, or shoot through them. You have to knock them off with an RPG, so be very careful of what tin you're looking at. So, we finally get both set, and that's all she wrote. I pushed in a little bit too far, overexposed myself, and that can happen all day, every day with the attack boat. Let me know if you guys like this sort of video, if you want me to break down other maps. As always, YouTubers, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you soon.